Okay, so what I want to actually explain throughout this session is that as you all have already got to know, if you wish to follow your higher education or read your first degree in the field of TESOL or teaching English for speakers of other languages or any related field, like if you are an English teacher, if you want to pursue your higher education in the field of education, or maybe you are a teacher at the moment and you want to make yourself established in the position. Maybe you're a new teacher or a person, maybe a student after A-levels who wants to actually get established in the field, maybe find a good occupation, get more knowledge, etc. So for whatever your context, whatever your background is, I'm going to tell you this path which is offered by NIBM. The course number 1 I'm going to tell you is referred to as Professional Certification in TESOL. So this is actually a foundation program for the BA Honours in English and TESOL program. You may be a teacher or you may want to be a teacher. Still, you can get enrolled to this 120-hour program and you can get a professional certification. In simple terms, it's a kind of a certificate that proves you that, and the others that you have got the practical knowledge and capability of teaching English in a very effective manner. So it's a kind of a license which you can use locally as well as internationally in order to get employed. If I talk about the previous batches that we have done, most of the time, especially people who want to migrate for their employment, especially in the field of education, have done this program in order to get kind of, more qualifications or rather vocational qualifications or professional qualifications during a short period of time. So that program is actually an online program, but we offer the course with live sessions. So for normally, there are two ways of conducting, sometimes weekend according to the requirements, sometimes during the week. So that is course type 1. You have an evaluation as teaching practice. 50 marks are given for that. It's a video that you need to do about your own teaching as a demonstration. And then you have to upload it to YouTube and send us. And then the other 50% of the evaluation is given for the assignment or the final assignment type open book examination. That's number 1. Number 2 is the easiest one actually. Most of the students starting with the COVID pandemic situation up to now, most of the students find it very easy to get the benefit from the second option. Now I'm going to actually use the screen which I'm sharing and then explain that. So if you go to the Google, you can type NIBM worldwide, right? And you will come to this page. And since I have my internal password, I'm using my lecturer this icon. But you can actually, once you get enroll, you will be using this student, and then you can get access to our system. Now, first of all, if you want to select the second option, second course I told you, here we have totally online programs. The professional certification in English is a kind of, live sort of lectures where you have live lectures, but this advanced certificate course in teaching English for speakers of other languages is almost the same course, but it's totally online because this program is actually having all recorded lessons. So you once you get registered successfully, you can go through this program according to your pace. Now, for example, we normally give 4 months, right? But you can even finish it within 2 or 3 months if you have the capability and if you have some free time also. So as I told you, this is the same program, but it's done most of the time by teachers and professionals who cannot attend the live lectures which are done for the option 1 program, which I was telling you, because most of them are employed. So you can decide what is suitable for you. So advanced certificate course in teaching English for speakers of other languages, or Tesol, is a scientific study of how English can be taught for non-native speakers. So basically here you will be actually learning about quite a lot of things. Basically, if I talk about the modules, we'll be talking about introduction to linguistics. So there you will be learning about, nature of English, kind of a reminder about advanced grammar and history of linguistics, teaching, etc. Then we are moving on to applied linguistic methodologies. In other ways, we normally call it as, the method of teaching or teaching methodologies. So what are the new ways of teaching? What are the traditional ways of teaching? How to combine them? How to teach young learners, adults, tertiary level students, undergraduates? Will be covering the methodology. Then we have principles of language teaching, starting with paper setting, paper marking, study material preparation, teaching literature. Will be covering quite a lot. And then comes language, culture, and mind. So we'll be talking about intercultural context, intercultural education, psychology and counseling for a teacher, etc. Special education, etc. And then there is another practical component added, that is teaching practical component, which is also done online through discussions and practice. So overall, what happens is that with regard to the evaluation here, once you actually complete one module, right, in the end of each module, there is a MCQ, right, or there is a small write-up. So one by one, page by page, lesson by lesson, you do these things, and finally the marks are allocated through the system. And once you complete, I as a course director get a message, and we'll be finalizing the marks, and the certificate will be issued immediately. And so this is a totally online program. You have all the study materials and the recorded versions uploaded to the system. So when and wherever you want, you can access it and get your qualifications. So you have a lot of benefits of the course as well, because you can actually gain, number one, locally and international recognized qualification in Tesol. Number two, you can actually develop a deeper insight and understanding into Tesol and applied linguistics. And you can also immediately start practicing as an apprentice teacher if you do not have an employment even at the moment. And if you are a teacher at the moment, you can get better understanding, better insight about what you are doing. And this will be a path which leads to your higher education in the field of Tesol as well. Right? And so basically, I would like to recommend that if you have some good knowledge in English, that would help. So at least or minimum B pass for O-level English or any other equivalent qualification would be much appreciated. Right? And I'm Merandi Harishandra, as you all have got to know. So I'm the course director for the program. And if you have any clarifications, you can always talk to me. Especially you can WhatsApp and any inquiry at the moment, or you can even email me, and I'll be happy to answer you and help you. Now I'll also tell you how to register for this program. So you can click register here. This is very easy, even through the mobile phone you can do this, right? So you get register online, advanced certificate course in teaching English. Please select, check whether you are selecting the correct one, right? And then here, every column you have to fill, right? See, right. And then when you click register now, right, the next page, now I cannot get it since I have not filled the form. Once you have clicked this, you will get the payment details, right? So you have to pay 25,000. And since it's an online program, and since we are giving the total access to the whole system, with the library and everything, you need to pay the full amount at the beginning, but it's quite affordable, and I think quite a reasonable price. and you can pay from a card. And if you have any questions, clarifications, you can always get back to us. And the other thing is that once you successfully do your registration from our IT division digital unit, they will send you a password and a username. You can directly access the system, and from day one onwards you can go ahead with the program. So that is how we normally do the program. So I hope that these points are clear for you and you can select in a wise way. Right. Now all of you can see the module page and the coursework once you get registered. This is the place you come to. So we have the message from the Director General. This is actually the lecturer's view. You will be having a very nice, colorful kind of visual on your side. So there's an introduction to the program, first of all, right? Right, so the recorded versions are there. You can listen to that, right? So I have added, first of all, a kind of an introduction to the whole program. So you go from one point to another. So you can see here next, so like that. So the introduction is short. So like that, for every module, you have your lessons, study materials separately, right? Lesson module, module outcomes, everything is given at the beginning, right? You have pre-session questions, and then you have, see, pre-session questions are there for you to think and get ready for the lesson. And then you have the recorded lecture. You have to listen to it and go next. Then you have to do the questions, MCQ, 5 to 10 questions. And so I had to do to get into the next situation. There will be a small write-up. Finally, your teaching demonstration here also, you have to upload to a link. And yeah, that's it. So I hope that everything is clear for you. And I also hope that you have got a very good idea about the programs.